So talk to me about your wife's movie. For those of you who don't know, this is Reggie Rock Bythewood, who has an amazing resume. I mean, he put me through undergrad and through unemployment. But his wonderful wife, Gina Prince Bythewood, has an amazing movie that's premiering tonight at the 18th Annual Urban World Film Festival called Beyond the Lights. Talk to me a little bit about your wife's project and what we can expect to see tonight.
Well, one of the things that's really amazing about Beyond the Lights, you know, Gina just wanted to do a movie that was just like putting love out there in the world, you know, like not even a romantic comedy, even though there's some comedy in it, like just like something like really deep and emotional, like that it just feels tangible, you know? And I just think we're really excited about like how it's going to resonate among all audiences, but just really like doing like this black love story that is universal, but there's a void in the community for a story like this, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, I tell you this, some of my classmates still watch Love and Basketball, and on Facebook they'll post, Love and Basketball take 10,462.
Right,
I mean, because it's one of those movies that stays with us. It's germane to any generation.
Right.
You know, so can we expect that same sort of following with Beyond the Lights, you think?
Well, you know, listen, I think that I love Love and Basketball. You know, it was very personal, but I think this is Gina's best work. And I'm really, really excited. And I think that it's just, you know, it's an entertaining film. It's a fun film. But it's an important film as well. And I just think it's going to really resonate in a way that Love and Basketball did, but maybe even beyond.
Yeah. All right, Reggie, thank you so much for your time.
Okay,
Look forward to seeing future projects from you. Thank you. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. I'm Tanish Laverne Grant, and we are live on the red carpet at the 18th Annual Urban World Film Festival. I have beside me the ever so handsome, dapper gent, Mr. Nate Parker, who is the star of this evening's premiere movie, Beyond the Lights, directed by none other than Gina Prince Bythewood, who brought A Secret Life of Bees that you were a part of. So talk to me about tonight's project and your role.
Well, it's Beyond the Lights. Gina Prince Bythewood, who is an incredible talent, who also did Love and Basketball, Disappearing Acts. She's a genius. She came to me with the project. I read the material and responded, and we got to work right away. My character, his name is Kaz Nicole. His father is played by Danny Glover. I'm blanking. But yeah, I almost called him Captain Nicole, like, because he plays my father. I called him Pop the whole time. He called me son. But basically, the story's it's a story of a journey of love and identity, finding who you are, especially with youth, young people. When you hit that 17, 18, 19, 20, you're looking to stars to help define who you are. And this film does a good job of showing what happens behind the lights, behind the curtain. Like, this is the real thing that happens, and it's dangerous when you feel like the projection of who people are is really what is going on.
You know, what I love about this film, it's so germane to what's going on right now, and everybody wants to be a celebrity, you know, and people don't understand what comes with that. But let me go back a second. I just want to congratulate you for the selection of roles that you choose to be in your body of work. I mean, from Red Tails, The Great Debate, Secret Life of Bees, Beyond the Lights, you always choose characters where black men are men. I've never seen you compromise the integrity of African American men. You know, and I just want to thank you for that. So Beyond the Lights, what's next coming up for you?
I'm actually directing a film on Nat Turner called The Birth of a Nation. We start filming in December. He led the most successful slaver of all in American history, yeah.
Toronto Film Festival.
So now we're going into production. We're in prep right now, so I'm very excited about that. And like you said, I'm very particular about what I choose, and this is the story. I mean, this guy's my hero. Nat Turner is the most influential person in my life.
Okay. Well, one last favor. I'm a graduate of Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. It's the oldest HBCU. So I just need you to look into the lens and say, I'm Nate Parker, and I support Cheyney University.
I'm Nate Parker, and I support Cheyney University.
All right. Thank you so much, black man. Woo! I'm Tanish Laverne Grant, and we are live on the red carpet at the 18th Annual Urban World Film Festival. I have Issa Rae standing next to me, who has blown the top off of what new media is going to do to what I like to call old media. Sorry, my lip touched the mic. So that's right. Listen, it's live. So talk to me, Issa, about when you decided to say, you know what, I'm charting my own course here. I'm not going to wait for anyone to give me an opportunity. I'm going to take this opportunity for myself, create this opportunity for myself.
It came from rejection, being like, once you're told no so many times, you're like, you're going to try to find a way in. If this is what I want to do, this is the career path I've chosen, And if people are constantly blocking your way, you're going to find another way around. So that's really what prompted me, rejection.
All right, so talk to me about that moment where HBO called you and were just like, you know what? We love your work. We want to put you on.
That wasn't
Was there any hesitation though? Because you've been doing your own thing, and then you know.
not with HBO. There was no hesitation at all. In fact, I didn't even know that it happened. Like when they bought my pitch in the room, they were like, "Yeah, let's do it," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
All right.
And so I left, and my managers were like, "Hey, you did it!" And I was like, "Wait, that means they wanted it? They bought it?" So I was constantly second guessing it. But I've always maintained that HBO is the closest thing to the internet as far as like having a raw, authentic voice. And so there was no hesitation there.
Okay, so now you have Color Time, correct?
Sorry?
Color Time,
Oh,
is that
Color
the
Creative.
Color Creative?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
my
yes.
apologies. So talk to me a little bit about Color Creative and the direction that you want to take Color Creative.
So Color Creative, I'm really excited about it. With my producing partner Denise, what we decided to do is create 3 pilots from 3 different writers of color and women, and showcase it for the world to see. Too often, having gone through the pilot process, twice now, and trying to convince people to see your vision like you see it is kind of hard. And so we wanted to eliminate that process and have these writers fund these projects at a very low budget and show the world that this is the kind of talent that we could have in mainstream media should you allow it, should you see it, and we're excited for Urban World to be the first to see these 3.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Tonight is Beyond the Lights, premiering Gina Prince Bythewood movie, and it really tells the story of what fame can do to a person. Talk to me a little bit about the shift that you may have experienced or that have experienced in your life now that you're Issa Rae, HBO, blown the roof off of, new media. Talk to me a little bit about what your experience has been like.
First of all, I'm really excited for this movie. I got to see the first 10 minutes, so I'm excited to see the rest. But honestly, you have friends. I mean, I've obviously had friends and stuff before this, and things haven't changed that much. I think the way that people see you is kind of changes, and I'm still kind of floored by that, like where I don't know how to handle that. And when people are genuinely excited to see me, I'm a very nervous, shy person, so I don't know how to handle it. So it throws me off, but I'm very much appreciative of it. It's just, it's all very new.
Well, Issa, thank you so much for your time. I can't wait. Well, cast me, honey. I'm always looking for work.
Come to LA.
I will. I have an apartment out there. I will be there. Yeah, yes, downtown.
Can I stay there?
Yeah, yes, you can. $5 a night. That's all I charge. Bring some bread, some cheese, so we can make sandwiches, because it gets real, honey. It gets real. Alrighty, thank you so much. All the best to you, girl. Thank you. Tish Laverne Grant, and we are live on the red carpet at the 18th Annual Urban World Film Festival, with tonight's premiere being Beyond the Lights, directed by none other than this beautiful woman standing next to me, Gina Prince Bythewood, who brought us the cult classic Love and Basketball, which my classmates have probably watched 18,000 times, I was telling your husband. So talk to me a little bit about your inspiration for Beyond the Lights. I know you said something at the Toronto Film Festival about you were at an Alicia Keys concert, and
I was, yeah. Yeah, I mean, foremost, I knew the next film I did, I wanted it to be a love story. It's been a while since Love and Basketball, and I love writing love stories, and
we need them.
we do need them. And I was at Alicia Keys' concert, and she started singing Diary, which is an amazing duet live, and this character just came into my head, and I started seeing a movie in my head, and, as a writer, that's rare that it comes that quickly, and it was really exciting to then go home and really flesh this character out, who's this woman, a star, who's pushed by her mother into this hypersexualized persona, but is really at the cost of her soul.
Okay, let me ask you this. We live in the day and age, social media, and I'm so happy and so proud of you for doing this type of film, because I think young women, young men as well, but we really need to know what goes on inside of fame. And it's very, very telling, and I can't wait to see what this movie is about. My next question is this something that you attack in your personal life? Do you do any public speaking and go out and talk to young women about, the cost of fame and everything that comes with it?
Well, it's interesting. I made this film with the hopes that it could change the conversation and really the direction that we're going in right now, where there's just this normalization of hypersexuality, not just in music, but in everything. And as you said, on social media, where it seems to be free reign. And I really wanted to show, it's like all we see is the floss of fame, you know, of the yachts and the parties, but we don't see the underbelly of it. And I mean, it can be a really dark place because you can't keep that facade up all the time.
It's impossible. Talk to me a little bit about the casting process. Did you already have, you know, Gugu in your mind's eye, Nate Parker, Minnie Driver? You know, when you were writing this out, did you say, okay, I need this person for this person for that?
The only person I had in mind initially was Danny Glover. I mean, Gugu, I didn't know about. Belle hadn't come out yet. She hadn't even shot it yet. We started our process together 2 years ago. So it was really exciting to find Gugu. Because I thought initially I was going to go with a musical artist for the lead. But as I got into the process, I realized that I needed an actor to really go to the depths that this character does. And so it was exciting to find her and Nate Parker, we had worked with before.
Well, he loves you. He's like, I will sign on to anything that Gina does. I don't even have to read the script. So that speaks to your body of work and the commitment that you get from the talent as well.
Absolutely. He's such a great person to work with. He has such a commitment to the film and the character. And I think he's our next leading man. I'm really hoping that this movie blows him up.
It will. I mean, I said to him earlier, I'm like, I love the roles that you select. He's very careful about the images that he's putting out there in regards to African American men. So Gina, I don't want to take any more of your time. I just want to say thank you and all the best, and I'm looking forward to seeing the film. Thank you.
Yeah, isn't it a great song?
Right this way.
Oh, hi. Oh my God, you look so stunning.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm Tanish Laverne Grant, and we are live on the red carpet at the 18th Annual Urban World Film Festival with tonight's premiere movie being Beyond the Lights, starring the lovely, absolutely stunning Gugu Mbatha Raw, who is Oscar-bound for Belle. Girl, how are you feeling, honey?
Oh, you know
You gotta speak it into existence.
Yeah.
You gotta talk it into the light.
You know what? I'm having a lovely time. This is so exciting to be here with Nate Parker and Gina Prince Bythewood, the U.S. premiere of our movie. Yeah, I'm feeling very excited.
So tell me a little bit about the moment you got the call to be a part of Gina Prince Bythewood, a love story.
Yeah, it was very exciting. I first read the script, you know, back in 2011, would you believe? And I auditioned for her, and it's been a long, long process. But for me, I really responded to this view of the music industry and this love story. You know, it's a really passionate love story. But I think it also shows us the underbelly of the music industry a little bit, and, you know, the psychological effects of fame.
Okay, not to cut you off, but let me ask you this rather quickly, because you're crossing to the other side, honey, where everybody's going to be like, goo, 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 goo. So how are you going to reconcile this, and how do you think you're going to be able to stay into your whole self, having to deal with everybody wanting a piece of you?
Well, you know, I mean, through my character, you know, I guess I've learned to try and, you know, stay grounded. And this character, you know, definitely struggles with being authentic to herself. I don't know. I mean, you can never gauge until you actually have that experience. But I think if you surround yourself with healthy people and positive people, then, you know.
Well, I don't want to be greedy because there are people behind me that want to speak with you, but I just want to thank you so much for your time and all the best to you, my darling. You're going to be absolutely wonderful, and I'll see you on the West Coast. Don't forget my face. We'll talk more. Thank you. Good evening, I'm Tanish Laverne Grant, and we are live on the red carpet at the 18th Annual Urban World Film Festival, where tonight's premiere film is Beyond the Lights, directed by Gina Prince Bythewood. And tonight she's pairing a beautiful young couple together of Gugu Mbatha Raw and Nate Parker, and together they're going to tell a present-day love story. So stay tuned, as I'm going to be back with testimonials from moviegoers to find out what they thought about this amazing story.